Welcome folks to Deep River Farm. With me here today is a junior ROTC cadet from the Randleman High School that helped organize the donation drive out of the high school here through the students and faculty for Western North Carolina. And I'll let her introduce herself, tell you rank here and everything if you'd like to.
Hey everyone, I'm Ariana Bixler. I'm a first lieutenant in this program. I'm kind of one of the higher rankings here.
And she went with us, like I said, she helped organize the donation drive and everything. And I met her and her parents when they brought the load. I knew they were doing the drive here. Had no idea how much it was going to be. It was quite a good sized load of stuff. And it took you, what, a couple of weeks to get all that?
I'd say it's what, 2-3 weeks, something about that,
Yep.
Yeah.
And they had quite the load when they got there. And I told her that we'd try to get together. Her schedule, my schedule, the school schedules all kind of been messed up a little bit, and our schedules kind of jive today. So we thought we'd come together and try to get this video out so that you folks could see people that are in the community that also help support the 21 churches the local high school stepped in and also helped get this donation program and make it a huge success. How did you first find out about the hurricane and how bad it was?
I was talking to my mom, and my great-grandmother lives up in the mountains, and she was contacting my family and everything about it. And when she started showing pictures and talking about the hurricane, I kind of looked it up myself, and that's where it all first came in, and that's when I realized it was worse than it actually was, because she was trapped in her apartment complex, couldn't really go anywhere, and that's when it all really hit.
Did you have trouble getting a hold of her to begin with?
Not really. Not that I know of. I think we were all still able to contact her.
That's good, because I know my cousin who lives up there, took about 3 days to get a hold of her and her husband, and then come to find out the cell towers were down and no power, and they had to cut their way out and get to an availability spot where they had signal, and that's how we finally got a hold of her. What was your thoughts of the possibility of the mountains flooding?
I was shocked. That's not something I ever heard of or thought was even possible, because you wouldn't think mountains, it's going to flood up there. So at first, I didn't quite think it was as big as it was, because again, it's the mountains, and I was just, it's probably just a little bit of water, so I was shocked.
Yeah, I was too. Who ever heard of a flood in the mountains, right?
Right.
When did you decide it was time you needed to help?
After a few days of my mom kind of telling me everything that my grandmother was going through, it's when I was like, wow, it's just her, and she was in a lucky spot. She got lucky, had what she needed, her necessities, and was safe. So that's when, I guess a few days after it hit, when I really saw the damage and everything, I decided I needed help the best I could.
And how did you know about what donations to take in and what you needed to try to organize to get to us to help them to get stuff into the mountains?
I'm going to be completely honest, I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea what was needed. I had no idea where I was going with this. When I first came up with this plan, my mom actually kind of helped me with it, but it was more of I need to help the best I could. I don't know how to, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm kind of just going to roll with it. So I just said that, hey, we need stuff, and I kind of thought of necessities like, your basic hygiene stuff and clothing and things like that, and I went on from there. And thankfully, my first sergeant Diaz, he helped me out a lot with contacting people, and that's how I got in contact with you. So thanks to him, I actually got things organized.
Yeah, we eat breakfast about every morning over at the restaurant, so that's how we knew each other, and he knew what was going on, what we were doing. How much support did you get out of your fellow classmates, other students at the school, and the faculty?
I got, honestly, a lot more support than I thought I would. It was a lot, I will say a lot of the support was from the JRTC program, because I have a deeper connection with them. I didn't really get much from the rest of the student body, because it's kind of hard to get the word out there to everybody. But I got a lot more help from faculty and JRTC program than I honestly thought I would get.
That's good. Now, you came out to the Midway church on a day off you had from school. And you came out to help. How many students came with you?
Oh goodness. I believe there was, 12 of us there? something about that, yeah.
And what y'all mainly do that day when you came out to help?
We helped with a lot of organizing everything that, was in the room and boxing everything up and helping her, because the lady we're helping, she was there alone for a little bit, so we pretty much helped move things around. We had a few people come in and drop off their own donations, so we helped unload that.
There's a lot of stuff, wasn't there?
Oh, there was a lot.
A lot of stuff.
There was a lot.
As far as your instructor here, First Sergeant Diaz, he helped you with kind of getting knowledge of the project and everything. How much influence did he have on you?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. I
That's
would say
good.
A lot. I honestly would not be this far if it weren't for him. So.
Yeah, he was very interested in the project, and he told me about you stepping up and moving forward with it and collecting the stuff. And I don't know how much of an extent you went around on social media and stuff, letting people know, and announcements at the school and word of mouth and all that, but evidently it worked, whatever you did, because you had a lot of stuff. And so what's your plan moving forward with the JROTC?
With JROTC, honestly, wherever it takes me.
Wherever it takes you.
Wherever it takes me. I actually recently had plans of possibly going the military career and going from there, but I enjoy this program. It helps me be able to get out there in the social world and help other people, and it's help with that aspect of things. So kind of just roll with it, see where it goes.
Now you went with us on the delivery on when we took everything up, and we got everything unloaded in the gym. What did you think of that once we got everything in that gym?
I did not know it was that much stuff. I mean, I knew when we drove up there was a semi-truckload, but wow, I was shocked. And I got a few pictures of it, and I was telling everybody, and I was like, I mean, there wasn't much room to walk in there or sit down, and I was just shocked, blown out of my mind.
There was a semi, a 53-foot trailer. There was 4 covered trailers, 5 pickup trucks, and the church bus. And everything was completely full. And once we got everything up there, like you said, it was just a walking path, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And that was about it. As we unloaded at Flat Rock, what was your impression when you saw everybody there?
When I saw everybody, I actually did not think there'd be that many people there. I'm going to be completely honest. I thought it was just going to be the smaller group that we were with and drove up there, and maybe 1 or 2 people from the church, but there's a lot of people there, more than I thought there would be, and it was
about 75 people showed up to help unload everything, and it was something else.
Oh yeah.
Now after we unloaded everything, Bud, whose YouTube channel is appalachiannavy, put the plug in for you, Bud. So any of you folks want to see some other videos, boots on the ground, appalachiannavy, Bud McCall out of the Flat Rock Bethel Wesleyan Church there in Flat Rock. You can see other videos that he's made on a lot of the deliveries and things on his channel. But once we got delivered, Bud took us through some areas that he felt like we could get that church bus through. Now, church bus is about the size of a UPS truck, and it's got 20, I think it holds 26 people. And we went into a lot of areas. We went into Black Mountain, the Biltmore Village, Asheville, Swannanoa, Bat Cave, Big Hungry, Deep Gap, and areas around Hendersonville. The trip through Bat Cave, that was the first day that they allowed any traffic because they just made it passable the day before. Yeah. What was your impression when you saw Bat Cave and those areas? From what you saw on the news, videos, and you saw it for yourself, what did you think?
It was heartbreaking, and when I was talking to the program about everything that I saw, I kind of mentioned this, but like, it was all over social media and online and everything. You saw it, and I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't really think much of it. Seeing it on social media, I saw the pictures, oh, that's horrible, that's sad, that I would keep on scrolling. I hate to admit that, but a lot of us do it, and then going there and seeing it in person was just eye-opening. It was very eye-opening. I did not realize it was as bad as it was. very, very heartbreaking. But there's a few things that'll stick with me for quite some time, and just hope that eventually we can get it back up and the way it used to be.
The roads, when we drove through with the bus, a lot of the roads right next to the river was gone.
Oh yeah.
And we were driving through the ditch.
Yeah.
And the ditch had been filled in, and you know, the pavement being undermined and everything. I was leery about going through it, but I knew if the power truck could get through there, I wasn't going to worry too much. But I would always say, everybody lean to the left, don't look out to the right, just lean over to the left and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was eye-opening to see all the debris and stuff. Some of the places it was, you know, 40, 50 feet high of debris through those areas, and the rivers went from 40 feet wide to 500 feet wide, and nothing but bedrock showing. All the sediment and soil was gone, people's front yards gone, houses ripped apart, and you know, whoever thought this would happen in the mountains?
Right. It was devastating.
It was eye-opening. I had already been up there prior to that, and this was the first trip where we had taken anybody with us into those areas because it hadn't been passable. And a lot of people had not been able to access those areas because the bridges were out, and you kind of had to know where to go to be able to get to those areas without having to back up for 3 miles. And we didn't want that. But now, as far as the JROTC, it teaches leadership and service, and thank you for what you've done in helping the folks of Western North Carolina. You've helped your community, your county, and your state, and your fellow North Carolinians here. And we appreciate your service and what you've done. And you said that you're looking right now at possibly taking a route through the military. And wherever things may take you, you're what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th grade.
So you're a junior. So you still got time to kind of think things out and get your path set before you. But as far as our project, Operation Mountain Relief, we appreciate what you've done through the school and the leadership that you've shown. And I know that the people of Western North Carolina are very appreciative of what y'all did here at the school. And it was thanks to you for stepping up and being a leader that you've learned through this program and been able to help people the way you have. You have no idea how far-reaching this has gone. Most people don't realize it. They just know that they sent stuff to the mountains. They have no idea what all has taken place and how many it has helped and how many lives it has saved. Do you think after setting up this donation drive here to help Western North Carolina that you found a more efficient way that it could have been done, or did you find it quick and just implement it?
I actually think it went really well. I mean, I feel like I could have gotten the word out there a little more in my school with the, contacted the faculty a little more and gotten the word out, but I think it actually went really well. I told everybody, put posters up around the school, told everyone where to take stuff, and it got there, put there safely and got loaded up, and it actually went very well.
Well, I would say so by the amount of stuff y'all brought. It was quite a bit because I got loaded down twice. One morning at the restaurant at 6 o'clock, carried stuff to the church, and then you and your parents brought a big load in. The first time I ever met you and everything. What would you say was the hardest part of organizing this drive that you did here at the school? Was it getting the word out, or was it finding places to put the stuff, or what was it?
Honestly, when I first started, I was trying to figure out where I'm actually going to take this and how I'm actually going to get it there. But after a few days of talking to my instructor, it was just a matter of getting the word out. I think that was the hardest part about it, because I was just trying to get it out there as quickly as possible. And, a lot of people weren't so sure about helping, considering everything. So I think getting the word out was the most difficult part.
Yep, I would say so. That in the beginning when we started this, my YouTube channel only had about 540 people on it, and it was featured on Appalachia's Homestead when it really started going with the donations and stuff, and Project Santa to help all the kids in Western North Carolina have Christmas. And it wasn't too long after that there was about 13 YouTube channels had picked up on it. And one of the bigger ones, Appalachia's Homestead was the first, and then the Popper Report out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Mark Z Show podcast picked up on it, and so it's grew to a considerable audience. But I think that has helped in being able to get these people more help than they would have normally, because the churches that are involved have went originally from 6 to 21, and then we've got some schools like you helping with things, and without all of this and the monetary donations, we would have had a lot of people perish in Western North Carolina. But I appreciate you joining us today. I'm glad our schedules finally worked out so that people can see that not only the churches are helping, but school people, school systems and programs like the JROTC have been very beneficial in helping get stuff to the churches so the churches can disperse this stuff. And we appreciate all that you've done, and all your fellow cadets and the people here at Randleman High School.
And we're just glad that we can help out. We're going to continue to try to do so.
Well, we sure appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it. Sergeant Diaz, you got a good student here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I know I do.
All righty. Thank you very much.